All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start off by giving all praises and glories unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai for the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the gospel of this truth. I just wanted to take this time and just think back on a few days ago. Me and Rakapanim, we actually met up in real life and we had a one-on-one debate. Like, I mean, not online. We actually met in real life and had a debate. As I said, this debate was 5 years in the making. Okay, for those of you who might not know, me and Rakapanam, we did meet. I want to say maybe 2 years before we started our YouTube pages. I started my page 4 years ago. He's 4 years ago as well. So yeah, we met. I want to say a good 6 years ago, at least 5 to 6 years ago. Me and Rakapanam, we met somewhere, and I believe it was a church in Winter Haven, Florida, or something like that. Yeah, Winter Haven, Florida. We met over there 5 to 6 years ago. So, long story short, me and this brother Rakapan, and we have a friend that we used to hang out with. Now again, it's ironic because we didn't know that we both knew the same individual, but the brother, I'm going to leave him anonymous because he probably don't want his name on here. So I'm going to respect that. So anyway, he contacted me and said that, yeah, Rakapanim wants to meet you. So I was like, okay, let's do it. And let me remind you, this was a couple years ago. So we ended up never being able to have the debate. So here it is. I'm moving from right now. I'm moving from Florida to New Jersey, right? So I came back down from Pennsylvania, where I was staying, to get the stuff situated here so I can move across the country. I had 4 days to do it, and what do you know? One of the days while I'm packing, guess who shows up at the door? Rakapanim and my other friend. So we ended up taking an hour, or 2 hours out of my time to go hang out with those brothers. Crack some joke, right? As the mind of God says, yeah, Yasha, and they're cracking inside joke after inside joke after inside joke after inside joke. And that's exactly what I did with Rakapan. All right, crack inside joke after inside joke. All right, but yeah, we had a debate, which if you're watching this, the video is now uploaded to YouTube. Okay, it is now uploaded to YouTube, which I'm actually recording this video prior to releasing it worldwide. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the things that we spoke about in it, but this video will not be released until after the debate is released. So if you have not watched the debate yet, please watch the debate before you watch the rest of this video. Okay? Because there's going to be a lot of spoilers in this. Okay? If you want to look for the video, you can find it on my YouTube page. Just click on my icon. It would take you to my page. And if not, go to the YouTube search bar, look up ETT versus Rakapanam. You'll find a debate. Go ahead and watch that. It's a good almost 50 minutes long. We would have went longer, but that's the only record time we had. But yeah, go ahead, watch that, and come back so you don't get any spoilers. Okay, so with that being said, spoilers are ahead. Okay, so we started off the debate with, of course, the age of consent topic. Okay, which we all know that the age of consent according to the Bible is puberty, right? When a child hits puberty, that's the age of consent according to the Bible. And I showed him Ezekiel the 16th chapter, where the Lord compares the nation of Israel to a little girl growing up into becoming a woman, and you'll notice that the Lord took Israel as His own when she hit sexual maturity. So that's enough evidence in itself to prove in the scriptures that the age of consent is puberty. Okay, which of course you have 1 Corinthians 7:36. Okay, among other information that we went into on it. Then we dealt with the whole Trinity thing, and he said that the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit are one. But then I cut him because I said, and somebody's going to cut that clip up to make it look like, see, Yasha threatened somebody. I'm simply being sarcastic when I say that, and we cut this brother to shreds with the scriptures. And you guys know that, but some simp out there is going to be simple and cut that up to make it look like we're saying something we're not. And I speak from experience. Take, for example, damn devil demon Andrew Ashby. right? um, you know, which as I said, man, we dealt with Andrew Ashby in a debate. As I said, Andrew Ashby he has to be smoking something. In fact, if I was to make a prediction, I say Andrew Ashby must be smoking Crackula. Inside joke. um, so yeah, we dealt with the whole Trinity thing. Rock upon him got a spiritual KO on that topic. Um, we debated the whole slavery in the kingdom topic because was basically the Christian beliefs, and I want to apologize. I want to apologize if you hear that ringing in the background every few minutes. I got the laundry machine running just behind this wall here. Oh, of course, now it went off just when I said that. As in it turned off for good, hopefully now. But let's see. As I said, we talked about the slavery in the kingdom thing. And, I brought up Revelation chapter 2 and verse 26. It says, to him who overcomes, he shall gain power over the nations, and he will rule them with a rod of iron. So I asked him, what is this talking about? And he said, I don't know what it's talking about. But he said it's not talking about the kingdom of heaven. So by default, if you do not know what it's talking about, well, then you cannot sit there and say that we're wrong if you yourself don't even have the answer. For example, would I ever tell my math teacher that he's wrong with his math equation if I myself do not even know the answer to the equation? The answer is no. So what makes you think you can sit here and talk shit to us, but yet you yourself don't even know the answer? Come on, man. As I said, rock upon him, I'm not coming at you, brother. I respect you, and I think you truly are sincere. But you need to step up your game, man. Like, I completely... Hey, look, as I said, man, just like Pennywise told Joker in that ERB battle, my flow is absolutely insane when it comes to these scriptures. All right, rock upon him. I was surprised if he could even bring out 5 scriptures. Well, maybe he brought out 7. Something like that. Way more than the Christian church does, so I will give him the benefit of a doubt. Okay? Of course, it's got to be sarcastic. Of course, loving Christian's going to get on me for having this, which I had this in the debate as well. So yeah, we dealt with the whole slavery thing. He said it wasn't talking about the kingdom of heaven, but yet I clearly refuted that information in the debate and proved that it was talking about the kingdom of heaven. We debated the whole hell topic, which he says, according to his belief, that hell does not exist as of today. Like, there's not a place where people go if they're wicked. When they die, they don't go to hell. He said that, which we came to an agreement. We gave each other a handshake and a pat on the back over that one. All right, we came to an agreement. However, he said that hell is the lake of fire. So I cut him with Revelation chapter 20 and verse 14. It says, and death and hell, they were cast into the lake of fire. So if hell can be thrown into the lake of fire, how can the lake of fire be hell if hell will be thrown into the lake of fire? Okay, the lake of fire is actually referring to America after the Third World War in the scriptures. That's what it's talking about. Okay, it's not talking about hell. That's what the Christian doctrine is, but that's refuted with the scriptures. Okay? I didn't bring up a couple mentions. I wish I would have brought these scriptures up. But I had to go off memory because I had my garment packed in a box and loaded into a truck. I had my Bible loaded into the truck, so I couldn't get that. I couldn't use my phone because we had to use the phone to record. Otherwise, I would have had the Bible app. But, pretty much we got most of it memorized in here, man. Which is good. Okay? You got to memorize that shit in here, man. Okay? And when I say shit, I'm just referring to everything you got to memorize. Okay? Not the scriptures. You got to memorize the scriptures. But all the other information that is outside of the scriptures, that you got to try your best to memorize that as well. Okay? The scriptures say, be ready to give an answer to any man when he asks you a question. Okay? Here, I'll be right back. All right, yeah, lucky about that. But I wanted to mention a couple things to him. My question was, because he tried to, laugh when I said that the wicked and the righteous, they go to the same place after death. he thought that was kind of funny. But then I cut him 6 ways to Sunday with Job chapter 3. It tells you there the wicked, they cease from troubling, and there the weary are at rest. Job, if you read the whole chapter, Job was saying he wished he would have died because his life was terrible. And then he describes if he was dead, he would have went and rest with everyone else who died. The spiritual world, the good and the wicked there are there. Another thing as well, which this would have cut him to shreds. As I said, Rock Upon Him really wasn't, on my type of level with these scriptures. That brother can sit there and talk shit in the comment board, but when it comes to a debate, that brother's clearly just skipping around. As I said, skipping around those scriptures like the bottom half of Betty Ripson. And once again, I'm not coming after Rock Upon Him, negatively. Okay, I absolutely respect the brother, and I respect him for coming out and having a real life debate. And I'll say that I have great respect for the man that he actually will come out and debate one-on-one, because a lot of people won't do it. So I respect that. However, there is no respect of persons, as in doctrine. So when you're going off, I'm going to correct you. Okay. Another good scripture would be the book of I believe it's First Chronicles, chapter 28 and verse 19. It says that if you know the history of it, Samuel was dead, so King Saul went to a witch so he could summon the spirit of Samuel, so he could have a conversation with him. Long story short, Samuel is risen from the dead to have a conversation with Saul. Basically, his spirit came back to have a conversation, right? Like these modern day, ghost hunters, they have their technology that they can talk to the dead. That's in the scriptures. Okay? He went to a witch, if you read the whole chapter, to summon the spirit of Samuel. But anyway, Samuel told Saul, I believe it's the 19th verse. Verse, I believe it's, let me think. I want to say 1 Samuel 28 and 19. I think I said Chronicles earlier, but I believe it's Samuel. It makes sense if it's Samuel. So 1 Samuel 28:19. Samuel told Saul that tomorrow you and your sons are going to die in war, and you're going to rest with me. Now wait a second. Why would a righteous man, right, Samuel, tell a wicked man, Saul, that they were going to rest together after death? And Southern Israelite said that, well, Saul was a righteous man. Oh no, it wasn't Southern Israelite. It was the 13 Watchman. Okay, which that brother don't know much anyway. I used to watch some of his stuff, but he's lost as well. Just like Wayne Levi Price, right, from the Tribulation Saints channel. All that guy talks about end times this, end times that, end times this. Which he's going off with that. He's correct about the mark of the beast. But other than that, I don't see what the hell else he's talking about. That brother's on there saying that the Lord once was with America. I mean, come on, man. And again, if you want to look that guy up, his name is Wayne Levi Price, and his channel is the Tribulation Saints. Okay? Which even loving Christian knows who that is. Let's see. Wanted to say something. Oh yeah. I believe it was Jonah, the second chapter, Jonah 2:2. If you read the story of Jonah, and it's funny as well because in the video he ended up getting when I said Job, he got it mixed up with Jonah. Now I don't know if maybe he thought that the stories were, connected with each other. Maybe that's what he thought, or maybe he just got the name mixed up. That's understandable. But anyway, Jonah 2:2, it says, and Jonah cried out of the belly of hell unto the Lord, and the Lord heard his voice. Now my question would be, when you're going to read the Bible and say that hell's in there because it uses the word hell, well, was Jonah in hell? Well, technically the answer is yes, because hell in the Bible is a condition that's played out on the earth, okay, or the grave. That's what hell is in the Bible. It's not talking about a place of torment under the earth, okay? Nor is it talking about a soon-to-come place of torment. That's not true, okay? That's that Christian doctrine, but that's not in line with the scriptures, okay? That's not in line with the scriptures, okay? Another topic we handled, which, I'm just picking and choosing certain topics. This isn't every single topic. There's a lot more that I probably am not going to cover here. And you'll have to watch the debate in order to to find out that information. Which, by the way, real quick, go ahead and put in the comment section down below who you think won. Either put hashtag rock upon him or hashtag ETT to say who won the discussion. Let's see. We talked about the multiple wives thing. I asked him, according to the Bible, is it okay to have multiple wives? And if my memory serves me correct, he said that it was lawful, according to the Most High, to have multiple wives. Okay? And I believe he said it was in this time too, as in this current day that we're at. Which we came to an agreement on that, as far as my memory serves me. If my memory serves me correct, we both came to an agreement on that subject. All right? Let's see. Oh yeah, I don't know if I went over this at the beginning of the video, but we talked about the mark of the beast. He said that it was the Sunday law. I said it was the microchip. Now my first question to him is if it's a Sunday law, because he was saying that the mark of the beast is a spiritual mark, not a physical mark, but a spiritual mark. So I absolutely KO'd this brother by asking him a simple question. I asked Rock upon him, if the mark of the beast is spiritual, well, how are atheists going to take the mark of the beast, or men in general who don't have any spiritual beliefs? Okay, because there's more people around. Well, this isn't that. Nah, that's not true. There's more people who believe in some type of religious belief, or some type of higher power than atheists. So I'll take that statement back. That's incorrect. I gotta watch my tongue there. But it is true. There's more so-called spiritual people around than atheists, but the point of the matter still stands. How is an atheist going to take the mark of the beast if it's something spiritual, but yet it says that he causes all men to take the mark of the beast? So how are unspiritual people going to take the mark of the beast? Like, for example, one of my relatives is an absolute atheist. So how is she going to take the mark of the beast then? And the answer is these guys don't have an answer because their beliefs are all inconsistent. Okay? So anyway, I would say I gave that brother a spiritual KO on the mark of the beast. The mark of the beast, for the record, is the implantable microchip. It is not talking about a Sunday law. It's not talking about Sunday worship. It's talking about the RFID microchip. If you can't see that, well, then you're lost. Okay? It's just that simple. I'm not going to go over everything. I think I'll hit one more topic. We debated the Babylon the Great. He, of course, said that Babylon the Great is the Vatican City. I said it's America. Here's one evidence that he ran to, which I already knew that he'd do this, but he ran to the scripture that says, and the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color. And he said, well, see, that has to be the Vatican because that's the color of the Catholic Church. Well, for one, the scriptures say, Isaiah 28:10, for precept must be upon precept, here a little and there a little, to get the understanding of the scriptures. So, the purple and scarlet, America is the woman there, which, if you read the last verse of the chapter, it says, and the woman who you saw is that great city that reigns over the kings of the earth. So by default, because you got certain guys out there who say it, Babylon is America and the Vatican, well, that's inconsistent, because if the woman in purple and scarlet is the Vatican, well, the last verse of the chapter says that the woman, which, is the woman in scarlet, is that city that reigns over the earth, which is America. It's not talking about the Vatican. Okay, so I don't see where they fit that bullshit in there about, well, it's America and the Vatican. That's not in line with the scriptures. That's foolishness. Okay? I mean, this is level 1 information here. Okay, at this point, it's level 1 information. Oh, and I gotta hit this real quick. This morning I watched a video from, was it Southern Israelite or Dreadlord, whatever word you like to call him, because he has 2 different names he goes by. He said that, of course, the Vatican's Babylon. And one of his proofs was, well, 400 years ago, everybody thought it was the Vatican. Well, of course people thought that back then. You know why? Because this place was just beginning back then. So people didn't know to look here. So, as I said, that brother he's a simp. He don't know anything. Damn clown on there saying that he's the number 1 educator in the world and the most feared debater. Hey, look, I haven't seen a sucker that soft since Panicula. Sucker that sauce since Benicula. But anyway, I back to the topic. I cut rock upon him with this one question. I asked him, how can Babylon be the Vatican if it says that this city trades merchandise? And may I also mention, not only trades merchandise, but the merchandise is traded by ship. That's America. That's not the Vatican. The Catholic Church or the Vatican City does not trade merchandise by the sea. It does not. It does not. You can do the research. The Vatican's yearly imports are about roughly $31 million. Million. America's yearly imports are roughly $2.21 trillion with a T. Okay? There's absolutely no comparison. So again, going by that information, you guys are absolutely refuted. But you see, they don't really address that information. They only go by one. They pick and choose. They're just like Cherry Love, right? Sister Cherry Love, which I debated her in the past. Not that I really care to debate a woman, but I jumped on their show, and long story short, we ended up having a discussion. Anyway, pretty much my point's proven. As I said, Rakapan really isn't qualified to teach the scriptures. He don't know too much about much of anything. He really needs to go back and study, man. Okay, he really needs to go back and rethink his statements because he's just going completely off, man. And I'm not saying that to discourage a brother. I'm not hating on him. I'm simply just being real. You need to go back and restudy, my man. But anyway, I just wanted to give a little bit of, I guess I could say, a couple faults about the debate me and this brother had. As I said, you can comment down below who you think won, either hashtag ETT or hashtag rock upon him, to pick your side on who won the debate. As I said, if you want to watch the debate, just go on my page and find it, or just look up ETT versus rock upon him. You'll find it. But anyway, that's pretty much all I wanted to address there. With that being said, I'm going to say shalom.